Hello and welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Fiona Scott.
Me, Kathie Griffiths.
Me, Ellis Butcher.
And good morning, good day, everybody.
Good day.
How are we all this week?
Every day.
Sun's out.
Sun's out, and we're all happy. And I've had a lot of stories to celebrate this week. We've got a lot of good news in the paper. Mine started last Friday night with the Argyll Third Sector Interface Volunteer Awards. They held their ceremony online this year. Hopefully this will be the last year that they have to do that. But 7 hard-working individuals from Oban and Lorne in the islands received recognition for their efforts, which was great because the whole event was over Argyll and Bute, and there was 9 categories in our area, picked up 7 awards, which is absolutely fantastic. And there was so many more nominations this year, obviously with COVID, and it was just fantastic hearing about what everybody's been doing. Ellis, what have you been up to?
Well, this week I've been looking at this issue out at Ganavan Sands, and this involved a car that had been parked correctly on the car park, but then slowly managed to go down the slipway and veer off towards a group of people, a family that were on the beach. And this happened now on Wednesday, July the 14th. Now, fortunately, the car did not collide with this group, although there was a man in the group that was injured, an older man. And there was also a child's pushchair as well, ended up in front of the vehicle as well. And what this has done really is led to calls for some kind of risk assessment to be done there at the car park and the slipway, and also calls for a safety barrier to be explored to stop cars from slipping off the car park and down the slipway. I went out there in the aftermath of this incident, and people were genuinely, really, and it's no exaggeration. People genuinely were horrified that this had happened because there was lots of people that witnessed it. So that's one of the issues that I'll be looking at this week in the Oban Times.
And I've got lots of good news and happy stories this week, so plenty to smile about for me and for readers. So I was chatting to a wonderful guy called Lorne Gillies from Taynuilt, and Lorne is very soon going to go down to London to donate his bone marrow to a perfect stranger, someone in need. Now, Lorne actually registered with the Anthony Nolan Trust 5 years ago, and then heard absolutely nothing until he got a phone call out of the blue saying they'd found a match for him. So read that story. There's a lovely heartwarming twist in that his own brother's life was saved by a bone marrow bone marrow transplant more than 20 years ago. So it's just really one of those act of kindness stories that warms your heart. Great photo as well from the Dove Centre's men's group, who met up for the first time since face to face since the lockdown, and they chose Ganavan. What a gorgeous spot to go. So there's a really lovely photo of them all there enjoying themselves in the sunshine. And then just to top it, there's a young binman called Sean MacVicar who has been cheering up loads of people. He's the guy with the bucket hat and the glasses who goes about his rounds collecting your rubbish and giving such friendly waves and cheery hellos that he's got a little bit of praise coming his way this week in the Oban Times. So there we go. Back to you, Fiona.
Oh, wow, loads of positive vibes and energy in this week's paper, and that leads nicely on to the sports section, which is bursting at the seams this week. You can read about Bob MacIntyre's Super Saturday, a world record attempt from Oban's Gym Guy. There's bowling, golf and shinty, and hip hip hooray, rugby's back, yay. Oban Lorne RFC have big plans to celebrate the return of the oval ball game. Can you tell? I like my rugby, Kathie? So to read all about that and all the other stories,
yay!
So to read all about that and all the other stories in this week's paper, you can pick up a copy of the OT from supermarkets, local stores and petrol stations. You can read all our stories online at www.obantimes.co.uk, and you can subscribe to our page-turning digital edition there as well. Here at the Oban Times, we're always happy to hear from you, so stay in touch, tell us your stories and share your photos. You can contact us by calling 01631 568 000 or by emailing editor@obantimes.co.uk. You can also message us on Facebook. So for this week, it's goodbye from me, Fiona Scott.
And goodbye from me, Kathie Griffiths.
Goodbye from me, Ellis Butcher.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.